Alright, so for our project, our plan is we're going to show other students logos of Native Americans in sports teams and then get them as they come into the campus.
So our plan right now is to go down this hallway and hide behind the mailroom. That way we can get students right as they walk inside caught completely off guard.
Alright, let's go get in hiding.
Now we can actually get our hiding spot. Now we just gotta wait for our prey to come through the doors.
Can't wait to see their reactions. Alright, we're waiting for our first person now.
Oh, here we go. We got one. Let's do it.
Let's go. Hey,
We got a few questions for you.
do you find these logos racist for Native Americans?
Racist?
Yeah, racist.
Maybe that one. Yeah.
Why?
It's kind of a caricature. I think it's. Yeah, I'd say that one. That one's definitely racist.
Would you like to know what the mascot's name is?
Sure.
It's Chief Wahoo. Does that add to the racism?
Okay. Yeah, that one's racist.
Does that mean anything to you?
I think that it's trying to play onto white stereotypes of Native Americans.
Okay,
Yeah.
how do you feel about Chicago Blackhawks?
Blackhawks.
What do you think about like the accentuated nose, maybe some feathers in the hair?
I'd say, like it could be like ignorantly racist. It depends on what the intentions were. I don't know enough. I don't know enough about Native American culture to take offense myself, but I'd say I'm unqualified to make that decision there. But I don't think so.
Okay, this is a more widely disputed logo. It's the Washington Redskins. So, just from the logo alone, how do you feel about it?
Without knowing, assuming that they weren't doing this as a caricature of Native Americans, then no, I don't really have a problem. As long as the Native Americans of whom this depicts aren't offended.
Similar to the Blackhawks one, what do you think of the nose? Do you think that's a little, exaggerated a little bit, or is it just, depicted in how they thought it was reasonable?
I wasn't there when they drew it up, so I don't know. But I don't think it's crazy.
Oh,
Fair enough. That's all my final thought. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I gotta get dinner, guys.
All right, have a good evening. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
All right, there's one down. Still have a few more to go. The last interview went great. We're going to see if we can find out.
We got another one here.
We
Come on,
got another
let's
one?
go,
All right, let's go.
Hey, you that.
How do you feel about these logos? Do you think that they're racist towards Native Americans?
Anything at all?
That one's a little racist, I think.
Why?
He's, blatantly red skin. That's kind of
What about this one though? Maybe we got a bigger nose, some feathers in the hair, anything
Are
like
you
that?
a hockey fan? Do you know what team that is?
I am a hockey fan. That is the Chicago Blackhawks. Thank you.
Okay.
Personally, I don't think it's all that racist because the Blackhawks are a Native American tribe, so I don't think it's that bad.
Fair enough.
All right, next logo, also widely disputed. It's the Chicago Redskins. See, many find the racism in the name, but we want to know if you find any racism in the logo.
Again, with the logo, I think the bigger nose, the red skin, that's kind of pointing out some of the differences in the ethnicities of the Native Americans.
What about the braids? Anything like that? The logo, maybe not. What about the name though? Think anything racist like that?
The name, I don't know. I don't really think so. It's it's harmless enough, I think.
Yeah, there is a tribe that I think that's called the Braves, so I think that's all right.
Yeah.
Do you think that's kind of?
I agree. Yeah.
All right, thank you for your time,
Thanks
sir.
for your time.
Of course.
All right, let's see if we can get any more people. I think the ambush is working real well. All right, let's get him. Hey, excuse me. Questions about logos?
about these logos.
Yeah, I'm not busy.
Do you find these logos racist for Native Americans?
Both of them?
Either of them.
Either. I'd say this one is because it's kind of like caricature-ish and it doesn't really have any real resemblance. I feel like that one they at least took like an effort to make it accurate, I guess. I don't know a lot about.
Would it add to the
history.
racism if I told you the name of this mascot for the Cleveland Indians?
I don't know. You haven't told me.
It's Chief Wahoo.
Yeah, that's like a serial character. That's pretty
All right.
racist. I'm glad.
Okay.
The next logos we'd like you to look at, this one's widely disputed. It's the Washington Redskins.
Oh, well, I mean, as far as the icon is concerned, it's not really racist, I would say, but the name probably.
Okay.
What about the Atlanta Braves? Anything? Maybe not the actual logo itself, but how about the name?
I mean, it doesn't seem it. It just there's not enough there for me to say it's racist. I mean, unless the script writing is racist in and of itself. I don't know.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm looking at your mailbox.
Yeah, thank you.
Have fun with that. All right, another good interview down. Let's see if we can find any more. We've changed hiding spots to try and get more people because it's clear that no one really checks their mail this late at night. So let's keep looking.
And now everybody is going to be here for dinner, so let's see if we can find at least one or two more people just to see if we can actually get them on their toes.
Perfect.
Oh, here we go. We got one right
We got one. We got one. All right, we got one. Hey.
Yeah. We just want to show you some images and see your reaction, all right?
Okay.
All right. Do you think that this logo is racist in favor of, or in opposition to Native Americans?
Just a little bit, probably because of, I'd say first off, the skin tone. Probably a little bit darker or more red than I would imagine it to be. That's just my own personal.
Yeah, no, that's fair. All right, what about the Atlanta Braves? Anything like that?
Braves,
Conversations?
I don't really see anything wrong with it. If I were to see, that, I would probably just assume like the weapon of choice. I know a lot of times people think of the Stroudsburg University Warriors. That's their logo too.
True. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. What about this logo? This is for the Cleveland Indians.
Yeah, and I'd say a little bit more than the last one. Probably just because of the really long red pointy nose, big grin, and definitely red skin. I guess if it was probably just like a little bit more natural color for like ethnicity, it would make a lot more sense.
Does the name of the mascot being Chief Wahoo add to it whatsoever?
Yeah, I'd say that would add a lot.
Okay, thank you.
And then last one, we have the Chicago Blackhawks.
No, I think the Blackhawks are pretty okay. Once again, I think that's they're named after a tribe, so if I were to picture anything, I would probably picture that as well.
Fair enough.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time.
Oh, you're welcome.
Got another one.
We're doing real well tonight, guys.
Okay, now we actually found a larger group of people here at the Maple Center, so let's see what they have to say about some images. So first off, we actually have the Blackhawks logo. So what do you guys think? Racist, not racist?
I don't think it's Yeah, I don't think it is.
Not that bad?
No.
Okay, what,
depends on the context.
true. What about, we got the Braves logo. Anything there?
I mean, it just looks like it's
Yeah, okay. All right, let's see what Nick has to say.
What do you think of the Washington Redskins? What about their logo? Do you find it any part of it racist or not racist?
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't know, maybe it is. Depends on.
All right. And what do you think of the Cleveland Indians? And their mascot, Chief Wahoo?
I can understand why some people may take some offense to it, but I don't think it's meant to be like taken seriously. Like it's like a mascot.
I agree. I mean, I can see why people would be offended. But I guess I need more context behind it.
All right.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, perfect. All right, we found another big group who wants to do interviews, so let's start. How do you feel about this logo, the Washington Redskins? Do you think it's racist?
I can kind of see why people get upset about it, but I don't personally think it really is.
I don't think it's racist because I don't feel like they're using it to be offensive to a specific group. So I feel like they're just using it as a logo. There's nothing wrong about it.
How do you feel about
About the
that?
Chicago Blackhawks logo. Anything?
It's a little too ornate.
Yeah?
I can see why that might bother people.
Yeah, also like the bigger nose and stuff, maybe like accentuating the features and stuff.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I can see why people find that more offensive than that logo, but at the same time, it's not like they're trying to be mean to
Yeah.
a specific group. But like, I can see why people get offensive because of the way they made the face shape. But for all we know, it could have been for the good and not really for the bad.
Fair enough.
Okay, here's another look. This is from the baseball team, the Cleveland Indians, and their mascot, Chief Wahoo.
Okay, that might be like I don't know. Yeah. Maybe.
I think to make it kind of creepy was kind of not the best way to go about it, and I feel like people will be more offensive to that one than the rest. But I mean, I guess to each his own.
It was a little too much. Yeah.
Like the big grin and the big nose and the very bright red skin.
it's the very bright red skin that yeah.
Yeah. And then lastly, we have the Atlanta Braves logo. Any thoughts on this one? Not as bad, maybe.
Is there like some underlying message on
I mean, they
it?
also do have the actual tomahawk there, so some people might take offense to that.
And it's red. I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
I think that's definitely the least out of all
yeah.
of these.
I would say it's least offensive.
all right. Thank you very much
Thank you
for
for your time, guys.
All right, I think that'll conclude our segment on Is It Racist? Native American edition for Dr. Pratt's class. I hope you enjoyed this, Dr. Pratt, because we sure as hell did.